Điều là đây. Xong cuối cùng. Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's research sharing seasons. My name is Xu Meng, a postdoctoral fellow in the Division of Artificial Intelligence at Lingnan University School of Data Science. Today's season is organized as a part of the concluding requirements of our research project. We are delighted to share the paper that has recently been accepted at the ICIT 2026 conference. Okay, our presenter today is Mr. Dongmu Kun, a Master of Philosophy candidate in data science here at Lingnan University, whose research examines how student groups navigate the large language model mediated formative feedback systems in real classroom deployments. Well, let's get started. Please welcome Mukun.
Thank you very much, Sinjo. Let's start today's seminar. Today's seminar will share one of our latest accepted work in education and AI. It's called Mapping Group Use of an LLM Medicated Feedback System. AI help-seeking orientation and artifact process participation in gifts. This work has been accepted by ICET 2026. Today's sharing will be include 4 parts. The first part will be motivation and gaps. We'll discuss about what is the current situation of the field and what is our motivation and our contribution. And the second, we'll discuss about the framework and methods. The third one will be findings, and the last but not least will be implications, including the conclusion, the limitations, and next future works. And first of all, the LM feedback systems are entering the real classrooms instead of keeping in the laboratory. The latest work have been pushing all of these systems into classrooms. And we are also one of the works. And here is the overall structure of our system. It's called gift system. It combines 2 main pathways into the system. You could see the blue part is the AI chat assistance, and the yellow part is the artifact process part. Basically, for a student, they can use the system to enhance their group projects. For the yellow part, the students are expected to submit their group report draft to the system by either DOCX or PDF format, and then the specialized LLM system will give the student group their feedback. And the feedback will be given to students according to the course rubrics. For example, in the course we are deployed, they have 9 rubrics. Then the feedback will be given to students by 9 parts. Each part will be discussing about how to improve the part, what if it's need to be improved, and if it's excellent, they will say it's excellent. And after student getting the feedback, they could either call the @AI chat, send message to AI, and to get support from our AI system, or they could to update their reports and try to submit again. And all of these traces and informations, including the volume, the shared density of talking to AI, and the iterations of uploading the reports and senders and active dates. All of them will be recorded to the platform logs. Of course, they will not include their personal information. Their privacy are wiped out, so that we could use the log to have a deployment map. And before we start our system, let's discuss about the current situation or the related work. So for LLM feedback deployments, we have MOOC, we have such a lot of systems, but what their problem is, they only use as a single quantity. They do not split their analytics into different channels. And for trace-based engagement, they are usually researched in a single person. So it's missing the group system with multiple pathways. And for AI help seeking works, they only deployed the system in groups in laboratory. They never deployed in a real life learning environment. And last but not least, the group profiling in LA, the opposition systems along a single activity dimension, so that they only have a short in activity, middle in activity, a lot of activity, such as that. They do not have a multiple dimensional research. So here's the gap. We are trying to research a group-based system deployed in a real life class. It's a LLM medicated system, and we split it into multiple dimensions. So here we have 3 research questions to the study. Is first question is what theoretical foundations define 2 distinct dimensions for interpreting group use? The second research question will be how did groups vary along the theory-informed dimensions? The third research question will be how did dimension combinations differentiate groups into trace-based profiles? So we have already answered the first research question, and we will also discuss about it more. Here we have found a 2-dimensional theoretical ground. The x-axis is AI help-seeking orientation. Basically, we want to see how engaged students are going to add AI and ask for any help. It's based on the Carbonics academic help-seeking theory. Basically, for more AI help-seeking, there will be a lowered social cost. And for y-axis, we grounded in the CSCL and the group learning analytics. So basically, the more group learning, there will be a better organized collaborative activity. So how do we define these two dimensions? The AI help seeking, we have chose three main variable. They are the volume, the share, and the density. Volume means how many visible ad AI costs per group. And the share means what is the share of ad AI costs among all the messages in the group. And the density means the ad AI cost per active platform day. So we use these three variables to try to get the x-axis score. Of course, we have some transformation, and the y-axis is the artifact process. So we also have three variables. Main variables are iterations, senders, and span. Basically, this examines how many times a group have uploaded a new report, and how many senders, including uploading reports and sending messages, are there in the group. And the time span is the temporal spread of visible activity. Basically means from the first ever trace to the last ever trace, how long does it take? And so we also have transformed the d-score and equal weight average to all of these three numbers to get an artifact process composite score per group. So we also want to share that we used these transform methods, and we used the median split to try to get a high or low within 18 groups, because we have a relatively smaller group numbers. We don't use a very complex way of analyzing. So after we combine the two, we make the two dimensions together, we will have four different ways of using the system, which are low, low, high, low, low, high, and high, high. So for low, low, it means we have a very limited visible use. We don't see a lot of activities on the platform. And the high, low, which means they have we call it AI focused, which means they tried a lot on AI help seeking, but we did not see a lot of uploading the artifact, their reports. And for low, high, we define as artifact process focused. Basically, we did not see quite a lot of ad AI chatting. They may have also have messages, but it's a message within groups and between group members. And last one is the high. Basically, they are both using the system, uploading a lot of reports, and they are sending a lot of ad AI chat messages. So basically, they are trying to seek help from AI a lot. They are also trying to seek for suggestions from AI, their feedback from AI a lot. And there are also the median score here. The next will be we also examined so people may ask why are these two dimensions, are they related? we use the Spearman correlation to examine how correlated are these two dimensions. The answer was it's 0.26. And according to Spearman correlation, if the correlation score is lower than 0.3, it means it have a very low correlation, so that the two dimensions are not correlated. And here are also our three numbers in the bottom. The first is that we found that over 18 groups, there are 9 groups did not use add AI function at all. And there are also 9 groups, they used at least one add AI message. So this is a very good split and between the two way of using. And the second is 6 by 18, which means we have found among 18 groups, we have found 6 groups. They have a not uneven using. They either use the add AI a lot and they did not focus on uploading their work, or they focus on uploading their reports a lot and they did not send any messages to AI. And the last one is we found these two distinguishable dimensions using the Spearman correlation. We found that these two are two ways of using the platform. And here are findings. A very interesting finding, just a continuous of the last page's number. We found that 9 of them did not use AI at all, and 9 of them tried to use add AI and tried to message them. So especially in group 158 and group 166, we have observed quite a lot of add AI calls, and we could see their engagement in trying to improve their work. And the AI axis locates where AI medicated help seeking is concentrated. Dialogue analysis can then distinguish instrumental from executive. So instrumental message and executive message, they are two different kinds of AI help seeking message. And the next one is the substantial system use can happen without touching add AI. So among all the 9 groups with low artifact, which means they did not upload a lot of their work to the system, they did not try to enhance their work, we have found some groups. So group 114 is one of them. They have 21 submissions throughout 5 active days. Basically, they tried to update and resubmit their report draft such a lot. But we found that they did not call add AI at all. So they have 0 add AI calls. So this is a very interesting finding. And after we map all the groups onto the figure, the 2-dimension, we see that there are 6 groups. We found a very limited visible use, and also 6 groups, they have a very widespread of using the system, and also have 3 unevenly used groups. 3 of them are AI focused, and 3 of them are artifact process focused. So we overall have 12 diagonal and 6 off diagonal, which means unevenly used. And among these 6 diagonal groups, off diagonal groups, we have found 2 kinds of moderative active ways. They are either AI focused or artifact process focused. So if we don't have this 2-dimensional framework, then these groups will not be picked out. These groups will be just demolished among a lot of numbers of groups. So this is the contribution that we have find out a special way of learning or a special way of using the system. So each profile, we could have a different way of helping them or giving them support. So for 6 limited broad visible use groups, we may first try to update our system and ask them what difficulties they faced, and we could try to make the system better for them to use, or we may need to gather more information from their students. Are they trying to do the group collaboration offline and face-to-face, or in what other ways? And for AI-focused groups, we can have a more deeper analyze in the AI dialogue content, so that we could see either it's instrumental or executive help seeking. And for the third one, it will be artifact process focused. We may investigate their uploaded drafts and to check the feedback update quality. How deep was the revision with after every single suggestion, every single feedback, and what are the improvements of the artifact. And last but not least, it's the broad use. We could help them in all the way we have discussed before. They have both AI dialogue. They also have their reports. So this one will be the most easiest one to analyze. So each profile will have their own ways to do the analysis. And here are some takeaways. The first and second are, of course, is in a LLM medicated feedback systems, AI dialogue and the report uploads. They are 2 different ways, different approaches of using the system. We should treat them differently instead of put all of them into a single active signal. And the third one will be practical monitoring lens, so that we could see through the whole semester which groups are doing great and which groups need some help and need some improvement. And also the framework is not only in gifts, so that we could the framework can be applied to other systems, as long as they are having a LLM medicated feedback structure, and we expect they are in a group based, and we expect they are having a deployment to a real life classroom, and they need to have enough platform logs that can distinguish a different type of activities. And so after using the framework, we expect that the researchers will have a even better way of understanding how the students are using the studying system. And of course, we have some boundaries. We have some limitations in our system. The first one is that this is a relatively smaller deployment. We only have 18 groups as the marked down information. And also it's we have only used the trace on that is traced on this platform. So any offline collaboration, any other tools, any other dialogue semantics, we did not analyze it quite a lot, and we also don't have a ability to do that. And the third one is the last one is that we did not use the learning outcome data in this phase. We expect to do some analysis in the next step, but in this work, we will stop at just having different way of learning groups. So as a conclusion, this system use is worth mapping. So we found that after mapping the use of system, we found some different traces. We found some different way of using instead of only low use, medium use, and high use. And we built a two-axis framework, AI help-seeking orientation, and artifact process participation. We operationalized with three trace components or variables. We produced 4 interpretable profiles or way of using. And so that the contributions are we increase or upgrade the system use from a single count into a profile-based interpretation. And methodologically, we have built a transferable two-axis analytic strategy. And in a practical way, we have a deployment map for the next step decisions, which are useful for deployments after this, maybe next year or next semester. And here are some future works. The first one is we expect to have a deeper dig into how every single AI messages have been using the system. Either they are instrumental or executive according to the related work, and enabled by the AI-focused profile identification. And the second future work will be feedback uptake and revision, so that we will try to analyze how the rubric feedback will map the artifact changes. And we will also discuss about how the feedback are stable or not, or are they close to the real teacher marking or not. So we have already done some of the work, and you could expect a output later on. And the last one will be multi-cohort validation. We expect to put this system. Of course, it's a updated system in a later semester, and to expect a bigger research activity. So that's the end of this sharing. Thank you very much for coming today, and I expect you could have some questions or feedback to the sharing. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions? Okay, so here's the end of the sharing. Thank you.